As you know, our gracious host Ranan is a person of many different positions and holds different responsibilities, and he had to say goodbye earlier. He cannot be here to give you a final word of goodbye, so he asked me to do that in his stead, and I would like to thank you all for participating in 2 very dense days of meeting and of discussing the issues of migration, of refuge and of asylum in Latin America, to and from Latin America. Fortunately, we also had a presentation about that. I think we covered a broad ground of Latin American history and also present in these 1.5 days. We had a concentration on Argentina and also concentration on Jewish migration, but we also heard a lot of interesting information about countries' cases such as Brazil, such as Mexico now, and also Ecuador and Colombia. And we see many of the problems and also of the opportunities connected to migration reflected in these different national contexts. And we might, perhaps in the future, that might be an open question, ask more about the transnational connections of these migration movements. And we've had some ideas about that in some of the presentations already, but perhaps we need more about that in the future to overcome the national paradigm a little bit more and look into how far, for example, you know, migration from Central America cannot be singled down to a national phenomenon, I think, but it's rather really a transnational process which transforms frontiers and boundaries into larger spatial units. And but of course there are very many questions that remain open, and that will give us food for thought in the future. And Ranan and I were planning on continuing this collaboration between Freie Universität Berlin and Tel Aviv University in the near future, and we hope to see many of you again next time in Berlin. We'll have to organize the financial side, but I'm sure there will be many topics and many new doctoral, postdoctoral, and also more mature topics that we will discuss together, because if there's one thing that unites us in our shared histories, then of course it's also migration as a common experience. So thank you very much, and I hope you'll have a nice weekend now, and for those of you who came a long way to attend, thanks again for doing that, and have a safe trip back, or enjoy this wonderful country by traveling around a little bit, and for you, Ari, especially a safe way home to Jerusalem. Thank you.